So originally this was going to be a New Year's Eve vlog, and then as I was editing I kind of made the decision that I didn't like the vlog footage I had and I wanted to focus on the two main things in the title, so that's what we're doing. But here's some fun little aesthetic footage from the beginning of my day. Now I'm working on my project for the day, which is this vision wallpaper. I'm just making a singular one. And basically what I'm doing is I have Pinterest up here and I'm literally just finding a bunch of images that I like and grabbing them and throwing them all onto this canvas with just like a lot of things that are related to just goals. So there's some like YouTube-y stuff, some like, you know, prioritizing self-care and getting good grades and all of that stuff. So just a little bit of everything on here. So I'm just casually throwing things on. I have a pack of basically these little ripped paper PNGs that I am using as all of the like weirdly shaped spots. Let's see, like all these like little weird jagged ones. I'm using those as like clipping masks for those so that it looks a little bit more, you know, like a real life vision board would, instead of, you know, just a bunch of squares on top of each other. So trying to make it exciting. So I'm gonna keep adding stuff and see how it looks. Okay, this is the final product now set up on my desktop and I am obsessed, to say the least. I think this is like perfect and just a great little way to, like, every time I open up my computer, just kind of be reminded of my goals. So all of these like have meaning to them. So it's just a fun little way to see all of it at once. Just great. This is another day. This is a different daiquiri. I meant to film this New Year's Eve and then New Year's Eve got away from me, and spent the night playing games both with family and some friends and all of that, and just having a nice kind of appropriate introduction to the new year. And so now today's January 1st, so I'm kind of doing this a little bit late, but also wanted to kind of talk goals in this video since it is sort of, you know, like a new year video. That's kind of the point. And so you also saw the vision board that I made, but I also think it makes sense to like talk through things, because there's some things that are obviously a little bit harder to put on like a visual board, that are like harder to do like visual representations. Anyways, all of that aside, got some goals basically that I'm trying to focus on for the new year, because I like that. I'm a very goal-oriented person and I love kind of being able to focus it around a new year. So that's exactly what we're doing. So all sorts of goals over different categories and different like structured goals, I guess, very different like ways that they're set up. First category, I have kind of my law school goals, which are, I still don't have my grades back. I get my grades back on the 6th, so that's still a mess, but a goal is to get good grades and either improve on fall or stay the same as fall, depending on what fall is, because big question mark on that. I also want to get a summer internship, obviously, so want to get something doing, something related to what I would like to do as a career, so I can kind of get a feel for and make sure that I actually want to do that. So that, and then also getting on some sort of journal at my law school. So whether that be the main law review or the policy journal, just I want to be on something. So that's another goal. Those are kind of my law school ones. Some fitnessy ones. I'm gonna tie health into this too, because it's a lot easier to just do them both at once. I want to meditate more. I was really good at it for a while, then kind of lost it, and have been trying to remember to do it more. I'm going to try to find a better way to weave it into my life, because right now it just doesn't ever happen, and I think I need to change where it goes in my daily routine in order to make it fit. So kind of working on that and figuring out where it goes best. I'm thinking I might become a morning meditation person again, given that I'm waking up so early now. That's another goal, which isn't really a New Year's resolution so much as it is just kind of a general goal that I started a while ago, which is just waking up earlier in general. So I've been getting up usually between 6 and 7 while I've been here. I'm trying to be closer to 6 when the semester starts, maybe even 5:30, but basically just allowing me to get more out of my day and to start off on a like high productive note. So that's another thing. And then I want to be able to do a pull-up, which is just a really small, insignificant one, but it's been a goal for a while, and I keep like sort of getting there and then losing it. And I just want to be able to like actually fully be able to just do one. Just that's all I ask. It's just I just want to be able to crank out at least one pull-up. That's it. I try not to set a lot of super specific goals around my fitnessy stuff, because that's always first and foremost meant to be like fun for me, and it's meant to be a stress reliever, and it's meant to be like a lifestyle rather than any unhealthy obsession in the way that I have treated it in the past, which is not great. So I try really hard not to make it that way, but I do like having little things to strive for, so things like that are right up my alley. Book-wise, I want to read 50 books this year. I actually think this is pretty doable, considering that I read 35 last year and I didn't start reading regularly again until June, so really only read for a little bit over half the year and somehow read 35 books. So I think 50 over the full year, I think that's doable. I think we can manage that. I also linked in the recent video I did about books that I read. I linked my Goodreads in one of the comments, but I'm also going to link it in the description of this video if you want to go follow me. I leave a lot of 5-star reviews for everything, so I don't know if I'm great for like a critical judge, but if you just want to follow what I'm reading, there's that. And then YouTube goals, I want to just keep putting stuff out regularly. My goal is to keep posting consistently and keep this up, because I really enjoy this and I really enjoy being able to, you know, throw things out, and I really enjoy when I throw things out and people find them helpful. I like numerical goals. Normally I like setting those, but I think it's really weird and hard when it's numerical goals that you don't necessarily have full control over. So I feel weird setting a goal for a subscriber count when that's not actually something that I myself am capable of, you know, controlling. I can't control how many people decide to hit that subscribe button. That's not within my power. What is in my power is to continue making videos and to make content that I'm proud of and make it consistently. That's all I got there. That's the only thing I can do, and so that's kind of what I'm focusing on. And then, you know, whatever comes will come. So, and then finally I have some like savings and money goals and things I'm saving up to buy. So like I'm gonna try to buy myself a new desktop computer. That was one of the things that was on my little vision board. And just other things. I'm trying to be a little bit smarter with how I invest my money, so that's a thing that's represented on there and on that vision board. And then would like to travel some. Obviously not when it's unsafe to do so, but I say that knowing that I'm like in Florida right now. But I got here by literally just driving a car, so, and I haven't interacted with anybody. But like actual trips, once it's safe to do so, again, I would love to travel a little bit more. And then the final one, which is sort of something that I also have talked about in a previous video as far as like habits that I started, you know, before the new year, but just continuing working on like decreasing my screen time in general, specifically my phone, because my phone is the worst offender as far as like I can just get lost in a mindless scroll, whereas I feel like I'm a bit more intentional about how I use both my iPad and my laptop, but trying to minimize the amount that I use them. There's a certain degree to which like they're necessary. I do all of my reading on my iPad, and then obviously school, I very much need both my laptop and my iPad for that. And so there's a certain amount that's unavoidable, but trying to reduce the amount of time that, you know, I spend mindlessly on those, and being a bit more intentional with the way that I spend my time and the way that I use my technology, and being able to focus more on life and things around me. So that's it. Those are the 2021 goals. And since the vlog ended yesterday, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me and more of the stuff that I'll be putting out for the rest of, you know, 2021 and beyond, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you soon for another video. Bye.